Well, the board sits at the apex of an organization, but it does not run the company. So the day-to-day is left with management, and it's important for the board not to overstep boundaries and drop down into operations.
Well, I think that the board is a sounding board as well. And I think it's very important that the board composition is done right. So that you've got skill sets of a variety of board members that are required to drive the company and meet the company's obligations with regard to its stakeholders.
Well, I think there is a lot of volatility now, especially with your geopolitical tensions, like monetary policies. We have your tech disruptions. With all these headwinds coming, I like to think of it as like a perfect storm. And what do companies do? And what's the role of the board? Again, imagine in a perfect storm, and there's a ship, trying to just stay on course to be afloat. I see the board as being the compass and not the captain. The captain still needs to remain to be the CEO, but the board is there as a compass to guide and to provide the bearings for the CEO and the leadership team to steer the company to a safer course.
What the board can and should do is to put in place external structures, for example, in the long term to set strategic direction for the organization. But they should do this in collaboration and in consultation with management, taking on board management's recommendations and insights. But in the short term, to break that overarching strategy down by exercising financial oversight in the company, by reviewing and approving the annual budgets, setting in place the key performance metrics for the company, as well as the key executives.
So you can say that it's a little bit of a tick box exercise, but I think beyond that, it's also about asking the right questions around strategy, ability to execute the strategy, and the risk management around the operations, whether it's both from a financial risk perspective as well as a non-financial perspective.